Hey everyone, this is RenderPy. So in this section, we're going to create the rest of the walls. So I've got the same plane that we created for the ceiling and the floor. And now we want to create the walls. Now we can always go in Unity and rotate this 90 degrees along the x-axis and have a wall with it. So I'm not going to create that again because this plane is also useful for the walls. But we also need it for the walls that we want to put a door inside it. Now, I already have created a door and a door frame. So I'm just going to drag the door frame here so that we can take a look into it. Okay, this is a door frame, a very simple object. I'm just going to go to wire mode so you can see it. A few boxes and kind of a flat area that it's showing the empty space. We don't want to be able to see the sky outside, so that's why we're covering it down here. So let's get rid of it. The point is that this door frame is 1 meter by 2 meters. And this is the size of our door as well. So it's got 1 meter by 2 meter door, which I'm going to share it with you guys as well. Let's drag that one in, import. Here we go. This is a very simple door and same size. Okay, so we're going to use the same door, same frame that we had. We don't need to recreate them again. And you're going to be able to download this on Patreon as well. So I'm just going to delete these two and the door handle as well. But what we want is to create a wall that actually is cut through. Now that is also very easy. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to rotate this along x-axis and just put 90 degrees. And then I'm going to create a box. Shift A, mesh, and cube. Then with this cube, I'm going to set its position to 0, 0. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, I'm going to go back to the render mode like this. So we want to make sure that this is the same size that we want to cut. Now, I usually pick this size a little bit larger than what we want to cut. So for example, if we've got here on the x-axis, we want 1 meter, I'm going to put 1.02, something like that, a little bit larger than what we want to cut. Now, the reason is that I don't want this Z flipping to happen. And then on the y-axis, nothing. On the z-axis is going to be 2.04, something like that. Okay. Now we need to press tab, select the bottom side, right click, or let's say Alt S. Nope, sorry, Shift S. Always forget this. Cursor to selected. Yep. And then tab, right click, set origin. Origin to 3D cursor, and now I can set this to 0 and have this sitting here. Now I want to bring it a little bit down, so 0 might not be the best. I'm going to put it like minus 0.02, like this. Okay. And then we're going to move it along, because this is 3 meters, we're going to move it along the x-axis to 1.5 meters. That's it. Select this wall. Let's add a modifier to it. Where's the modifiers? And add modifier. I'm just going to type Boolean. And then I'm going to pick this box and it cut through for me, which is exactly what I want. And then when I want to export it, I really need to apply it. And then I can remove the cube. And this is what we want. Now, the important part is that we have to make sure that the UV mapping is correct. So I'm going to go into the UV edit, select this, and I can see that it's exactly what I want. And I want it to fill the whole area and keep the door section like similar to a doorway out. Okay, so everything seems okay, and we can use this because it's a little bit, it's got a little bit of distance. We can use this to create double-sided walls. Um, and that should be it. That's all we need. And I'm going to export this and go back to Unity, and we'll carry on from there. Okay, so back in our project, we're going to create something here called wall with doorway, something like that. Double O. Okay, and just going to grab my FBX file, place it here. Now we want to put have a place that we could put all the walls, texture and stuff in. So I'm just going to create one for wall, and we're going to again bring all the walls that we need. So back to our desktop. Let's open another one. Here we go. We've got the lobby, and we know that we need one of these walls, and which one would fit us best? We have to take a look into them. That's a good one. I mean, we just have to make sure that it's seamless. It's not pixelated, but we've got this mark. We've got quite very distinguished marks that could be repeated. So we don't want that kind of marks. Although it looks nice when it's just single. Again, this one's got a very distinguished mark here. You can see that kind of crack is very obvious. Too many holes. It's very hard to decide. And this one, again, the same as this one. I think we have to go with one of these. Definitely not grok, but this one might be good. Let's take a look. Too much pixelated, but it's fine. We want to put a post process that pixelates everything at the end. I want to make a different vibe for this game, just to try different things, Nice one, but we've got this very kind of a white line going across. Not what I want. Again, we're back to this one. Small cracks, small dots. It seems that this one's going to work for us. So let's bring up our Affinity photo. And let's see if we can grab this one. And then we have to test it. I'm just going to test it inside Unity to see if it's got any, if it really looks very seamless or not. But that's up to us. We'll deal with that later on. Let's, okay, drag this guy here. I always get confused with these shortcuts. Different applications have different shortcuts for zooming and zooming out. Okay, so it looks good. So I'm just going to call this the wall for lobby. I know it's not the very best wall for lobby, but it is what it is. So file, export, and we're going to go export. We want to put it directly in our Unity project. So let's come over here, showing file explorer. Let's go inside here and assets project, and let's go to models wall. Yeah, grab all this and come back here, Control V, and then I'm going to name it texture. Let's put underline. I'm just putting underline, I'm breaking my convention just because of some people might use Mac and just want to follow up. It's not happy like this. It's just too much difficulty when it comes to typing in command line. But anyways, we'll go with the underline now. TX underline, and I'm going to name this. It's going to be lobby wall. Okay. We're happy with this one. Let's bring the rest of them as well. So I'll close this one. We don't need that anymore. Back to our textures. What else do we have? We've got lobby. We've got wallpaper texture. This is another wall that we have. We need a wall for the bathroom. Now, there's going to be a whole section for that one. I'll go through it later on, but for now, we're going to go with this one. Let's see if this one's good. Not too bad, not too bad. It's got a kind of a. I'm not sure if this is actually seamless, but again, pixelated, which looks fine. But let's bring it in. Let's see if it's seamless. So back to here, and let's drag it here. Let's first make it 1K. And now let's test if it's seamless. Just going to test it here. Here we go. I know I could create patterns and do lots of other stuff, but I'm just lazy guy. So I want to go lazy on this. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. It's not that bad. Okay. Whatever I click. It's good enough. It's good enough. We can live with it. Okay. So I'm going to remove these three. Going to keep this one in and Control Shift W. I can remember that one. Export. And then it's going to be a texture. It's going to be the wallpaper. Let's say, well, it's for the upstairs. So I'm just going to say wallpaper. Okay. That should be fine. Okay, let's minimize this. So now let's bring our meshes. So the one we've got a mesh is this one. For the wall itself, we don't have any mesh, right? We're going to use the same plane for the wall, but we're going to rotate it and reuse it again. So let's go and create our walls in Unity. Okay, so normal wall. Let's put that one in. And I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees. So it's going to be rotating 90 degrees like that. But there's a big but. Let's do it 90 degrees. And then because the normal is not what we want, let's rotate around it. You can see it that side. So we can't see it from this side. So another 90 degrees on here, and maybe 180. Yep, we've got it. We've nailed it. That's what we want. And that should be a wall, right? So now we need two walls. We need a wall for the lobby and we need a wall for the upstairs. Okay, so Control Shift N, I'm going to say prefab. I'm going to use underline. It's going to be lobby wall. Okay, we can use like this. And then Control Shift N, we're going to do prefab. Let's create one, and then we'll deal with the other one later on because it's just redundant. Oops, no, leave that there. We want to make sure that exactly it sits over there, and we're going to put this under here. So as you can see, this is 0, 0, 0, which is the important part. We don't really care about this one, the rotation at least, or it should be fine for us. But now I want to give it a texture. So I'm going to go inside the walls, create two materials, right click, create a material, and Control C, Control V, just copy it. And then this one, I'm going to say empty material. I'm going to say lobby wall, like this. And for this one, I'm going to copy it down here. Not just write empty. This is wallpaper. Yeah. Okay. So for lobby wall, just going to copy this one there. For wallpaper, just going to copy this one there and rename this to wallpaper like this. Okay. So what is this? This is lobby. I'm just going to assign that to it. Okie dokie. So it needs a rotation because the UV map, it's the other way around. So how do we rotate this? Well, this is red, green, blue. So it's y-axis. And y-axis, I need to rotate 360, 90 degrees. Now I'm just going to try. Now this isn't going to work for me because not this one either. Let's go with this one. What am I doing wrong? What am I not understanding? Mm, Here we go. Here we go. Like that. Okay. 180, 180, 270, something like that. And then we're going to move it up using the snapping. I keep using Blender shortcuts in here. It's very annoying, I know. Okay, so this is our wall. It's fine. Let's see if we can actually. It should be good. We're happy with it. And then we can rotate it from here. That's fine. It doesn't really matter whether how the wall is, but we just wanted to make it align with the floor. But it's not a big deal. I'm not going to bother that. Okay, so 0, 3 should be fine. And then this would be the pivot point. This would be the final pivot point, which we are happy with. Okay, so we've got a wall here, and all we need is now a collider. So let's add a box collider. That's good. And now we want to create a prefab from this. We go to our prefab wall, wall. I'm going to rename this one as well. Use the other convention. Okay. Now we can rotate it in here like this, and we should be able to easily see it. Okay. So we're happy with this. It looks good. It's not that bad. It looks good. We apply these post-process that pixelates everything. All of it should be looking good. Shrek is happy with all of this. So now it comes, we need another version of this, but with the doorway. So it's going to be the same. Okay, we're gonna have the same thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to copy this, but of course this is a prefab. But then I'm going to say, you know what, I'm going to break this down. I'm going to say prefab unpack completely. It would break it down for me. And over here, this is plane. I'm going to replace the plane with the doorway like this. Why am I not able to replace that? Because I'm dragging the wrong thing. And yeah, but we need to move it because otherwise we won't be able to see it. Okay, where is it? Because probably it's got different. I can see something very small here. Ah, here you are. Okay, that's too small. Let's see why this has happened. Maybe we've done something wrong when we exported it. Let's drag this guy over here. Let's see why. No, it's fine. Okay, let's do this. Let's grab this guy and let's rotate it. Oh, I can see now what's going on. So what's going on here is that we did not export it correctly, and we did not apply transform when we were exporting it. So I'm going to go back and fix this because I just want everything to be perfect. I don't know why. It's just how my brain works. Okay, let's go back and I'll do it and I'll come back. So back in Blender, let's take a look at this and let's see what we have done wrong. First of all, we want to press Control A, I guess, and apply all transforms and press N to make sure that this is 111. This is what we want. Okay, then what we want to do, we want to say File Export FBX, and then we want to make sure that when we export it, we want to say Selected Object and apply transform as well. And the rest should be fine. And wall doorway is over here, and we're going to overwrite this one. Okay, now we're going to bring it back to our Unity. Okay, so I've just replaced it here in my Hyper-V machine, and we go back to this guy. It looks okay. Now the sizing is good, and the scale is now correct. So this is what we want. All we need to do is to rotate it 180 degrees. So it's kind of aligned with the rest of the walls. So 180 degrees, that's fine. And we're going to drag it here. We're going to hide this one for a moment. Let's just hide it for a moment. And it should be fine. And now we want to apply the same material. We have the lobby wall to it. There we go. So yeah, we've got a wall with a doorway in it. Yeah, it should be good. Should be good. I've lost it. Okay. So each wall with a doorway, we're going to create a prefab for it. So I'm going to say lobby wall underline doorway. Now we might have double doorways in future, so we might just want to name this single or something like that, but I'll leave it for now. I'll keep it simple, and let's go to the prefabs and make sure that this is on 0, 0, 0. I don't want anything to be over here. Everything's correct. -3, yeah, all of this is correct. Over here, this one's, yeah, that's good. Position, let's put it here. And let's put it here. Yeah, okay, fine. And then we're going to create the prefab, and then we can adjust it. Okay, we can move it back where it was, and let's see, change this to pivot. Oh, that's bad. This is something that we don't want because now the pivot point is actually far away from it. And if we do a rotate, these are the things that we need to make sure that we address. So I'm going to put this back again on 0, and then I'm going to go inside it, and then I'm going to move this where it belongs to, while this is all 0, 0, 0, the way that I want to see it. So I need to grab this guy and move it 0. And then I want to also rotate it here to like 180 degrees. That's what I want. I'm going to press F to just zoom in. Okay, move a little bit back. So this is correct. And then when I come back to here, because I've made some changes under the prefab, I need to go and say apply all. And now it should be okay. So now we should be able to rotate it. Fantastic. And we should be able to move it. And the pivot point is in this corner, which is what we want. Okay, so this is one. This is a set of walls. Now let's double check this one, hide this one, check this one, see if we've got correct pivot point for that one as well. Bring it back again, rotate. Yes, the pivot point is correct for this one. We're happy with that one. Okay, so 2 lobby walls, one with hole, one without hole. We've got it. Now we need to do the same for the wall for the upstairs, the wallpaper one. So pretty straightforward. Again, we're going to cheat, and I'm going to say Control C, Control V, bring this one down, and just hide these two for now. And right click, prefab, unpack completely, and we're gonna replace this the material actually. So let's go to the walls. Material wallpaper is going to be applied to this, and yeah, that should be fine. That's good wallpaper. And we're going to say wallpaper. So because it's a wall, it's not a wallpaper, it's a wall. I'm going to say wall, bedroom, or a room. Okay, so these are the walls for the rooms. And yeah, that's it. We're happy with that. And everything seems okay. Back to my prefab and drag this guy over here. Hide this one. And now let's go back, Control C, Control V, bring this one down, and yeah, unhide it, right click, and prefab, again, same thing, unpack completely, fix the name. With the doorway, and expand. Where are you all? Here we go. And prefabs. Okay, fantastic. Okay. So it seems that we've got all our prefabs ready for the walls. Now it's time to bring the door and the door frame, and I'm gonna do that in a separate video. Okay. Thank you very much. Bye.